and he was like an older gentleman and whatever, but how do I do it? This may sound weird, but I put Ella here, and then I put on the character so that when I'm done, I don't have remnants of it. I don't think on it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I left it all in front of the camera, and when I walk out the door, the other
Left
person is there.
Yeah.
So for me, in my moral compass, I have had to talk to my directors sometimes. In Sanyu once, I was supposed to do a scene swimming, and I was like, I am not getting in a swimsuit for nobody. And I said, please, can we do something else? And he was very understanding. We played basketball instead,
Yeah.
right? Those were all things that made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, I am not going to prance around a pool in a swimsuit
Yeah.
in front of maybe 50,000 children. No, it's for me, and I won't do it. And that's not on anybody who's done it before. I just felt like I couldn't. So what I did is ask nicely of, can you change this for me, or can we find an option? And I told the director, I'll still make it romantic.
Yeah.
And while we played this basketball, sweat went into my eyelashes, and my scene partner was there fixing it, and it looked so romantic, and we're pecking on the cheek, and it's like, oh, they played basketball.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers the pool.
Yeah.
So for me, it's one of those. When I'm acting with a person, for example, who's married and we have a romance scene, I'm very good with asking questions. What are you comfortable with? How does your partner feel about this? Where would you like me to stop? What are your no-go areas? Do you have anything you and your partner do that she feels would not, work? Like, I could peck you on the cheek and that ends your marriage.
Yes.
I need to know. So I ask, and then we work within those confines.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing all these, for example, romance scenes, and I say romance all the time because I think to some point I've sort of been typecast.
Yeah.
But, so when I'm doing all these romance scenes, my partner and I, like I said, we choreograph it. If I'm gonna hold your hand tighter, or run my hand on your neck, or pull you closer, or almost kiss and never really do it, we talk about it before, and that helps both of us.
Yeah.
I haven't had to do anything with witchcraft, thank Jesus.
But would you?
Oh my God. I spoke to Malaika. She's also an actress, and she mentioned something that sort of freed me from not doing what I love.
Yeah.
She said she takes on characters based on their journeys. So am I a witch the whole movie,
Yeah.
or am I a witch finding redemption? For me, that helps. Like,
Yeah.
like, am I going to be a witch and then thunder's going to strike me and I find Jesus? I would do that role,
Yeah.
right? But if I'm a witch who's ending up dead, like in Nigerian movies,
Yeah.
disappearing with fire, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, it's $10 million. I'm joking. I cannot sell my soul. I am lying. Fire on me. So those are all things I think about. But I also, I look at scripts, and if the script does not speak to my heart, I can't do it.
Okay.
If I don't believe in what you've written, I will nicely decline. I'm gory about issues involving children or death or like killing kids. I don't know how to act those things. I don't enjoy those, so I wouldn't take those kinds of scripts.
Yes.
However, maybe if I'm shooting them from a distance, I could. But if you're going to like have me stab a child, I don't know how to do that. For me, it would be too dark.
Yeah.
So I think it's up to every actor to draw up their map and say, this works for me, this doesn't, and then stick to that.
Yeah.
Because once you compromise and sell yourself, it will show, and you'll leave the set feeling like you left a part of yourself, but not the best part of yourself. Just, just miserable guilt.
Yeah. Amazing. And my second question is a follow-up. So I want to know how your characters impact your real life.
Oh my God.
Because for a lot of actors, when they get off screen and we hate your character, we hate you in real life. So have you had instances where the characters you portrayed in the series or the movies that you acted gave people a bias on you in real life, and how have you been able to navigate that? Did you double down on it? Or did you tell people like, you know what, I'm actually nice, that's not me? Do you find yourself having to always explain to people that what you see on TV is not me. How do you navigate that? And also your personal relationships.
Oh, yeah, okay.
How do you explain to the boo that I'm going to be kissing another man on TV?
Okay, when I have had a boo while shooting, I would usually put my boos through a ringer.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, hi, how are you? My name is Ella. I'm an actress, and occasionally I will be in scenes with men. Are you okay with that? That's the first, that's our opener.
Yeah.
After that, then we can have a cocktail and talk. Now, usually they will agree, and they're like, oh, I'm good. It's just acting. Until they see how good it is, that was too real. Now we need to talk, right? But for me, if a person is not able to understand the difference between my work and my real life, we can't be together because I will not give up my craft. That's just that. So I'm not going to choose a relationship over what I love and what is a passion and a calling for me. So for me, that's a no-go area. Yes. Doing characters that are necessarily mean. I was attacked as Isabel by some people like, oh, you want to kill that little girl, you were rude, and people will be insulting me and sending me mean messages, like, I see you, you're an evil woman. I was like, oh, okay, that means it's working. Yeah. So for me, that kind of pushback makes me feel like I did my job right. Yeah. Unless, of course, people get crazy and they're waiting for me outside. Yeah. We're not doing that. But, we're not fighting. Yeah. No. I don't fight. I promote peace. So if that's happening, but also recently in Sanyu, when my character was killed off, I found kids at church crying. Oh my God, I thought you were dead. I'm like, oh.
Wow.
So I had to explain, not once, not twice, but to so many kids, especially the kids that I did not die. Yeah. And I'm okay, I'm alive. It's just TV. No, but we saw them and they killed you. I was like, I know, but I'm okay. So that for me was a little bit traumatic. Like, people walking out there thinking I died, but you get used to it. And I think also that speaks to the strength of the director and the script and whatever you're doing, that people believe it. Yes. That means you hit something good.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Any more questions, please? You want to ask me a question? You want to be my boo? Oh. Yes, hello.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
First of all, I'm one of those people that cried when you died. I cried. I still do cry when I go back to watch. It was so touching. You're my best character.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
My question is going to be kind of similar but different. Mm-hmm. Being an actress, yes, I struggle so much when you're given, okay, how do you handle to get out of the character? Oh. Let me say, my way of entering into character is living it even in real life. Mm-hmm. I could be like this, and this is what I'm going to act, and this is how I'm going to be. Mm-hmm. And when we are done with shooting, I find it hard to get out of it. Like, how do you do it?
I would say, for me, experience has been the best teacher. When I first took on the role of Isabel, I found that, and this may seem weird, I found that I started living my life like the character, in that sometimes even my relationships, I would handle them like she would, right? And it was hard for me to step out of that. Like, you're not Isabel, you're Ella. She does her own thing, you do your own. It was really hard. But as I went on to now needing to act as a prostitute in Bella, Isabel, Bella, but so now needing to act as a prostitute, which is completely far away from what Isabella was. But now I need to be this other girl who chews gum and pops her gum and is a street thug fighter, and I'm doing all this, and I learned that I need to leave one character and pick up another. So I do what every actor would do. I give them personas. Isabel does what Isabel does. Sharon is a hoe, and Sharon will chew her gum, and when she gets on set, she pops her gum, she sits like that, but she's also a little bit classy, so she'll order wine and not alcohol, like spirits or whatever. So I try my best to give each character their own home and leave them in that home.
Like, aren't you conflicted? You as a person, as Ella, aren't you conflicted with the other characters? Like, you have given them a person, they are own different persons. Yeah. Don't you just wake up and you're like, yo, today is not Ella, like what is wrong? It is Isabella.
Whatever character I'm acting, I like to find inspiration from. So for Isabella, for example, I loved her strength, that you could never see her lose. So I take the good things, because sometimes you can take the bad things from those characters. But what I do is I simply I give it, it's like wearing a suit for me, and then I take the suit off and leave it. And once the director says cut, that person remains there and I walk away. That's how I see it in my head, and that's how it looks to me. So, and people find it hard to believe. That's why I can't fall in love with my co-stars. Because that girl that's in love with you stays right there, and then this other one comes out. It may seem a bit sinister, but that's my process. Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
Yes.
Ah! Okay. One last question, yes.
So I had difficulty understanding Stella Nantumbwe and Sabotage Ella.
Okay.
How did you manage to cope up with your character as Sabotage character?
Okay.
Because we had those nights where we wrapped up.
Yes.
And we had the resting times.
Yes. Yes.
But it puzzled me so much that some of us would wake up tired.
Yes.
And you'd wake up to shoot and you stay the same.
Yes.
How did you manage to maneuver that?
Okay, I was the CEO of Sabotage, aka the Chief Enjoyment Officer. But for me, when I knew that my character was this vengeful, hateful girl, I immediately, and I love Sharifa now, started to hate her. So I would look at her and just say things like, look at her walking. Like, what is she doing with those shorts? Is she laughing with that man? I just genuinely run dialogue in my head against her. And when it came to these scenes, I was like, Ella, you have to remember, you don't actually hate the girl. You don't even know her. But I had to use those things to help me get into character with her. That sometimes when I see some of the clips in Sabotage, like when she's saying something and I go, I didn't do that. Like, I would not naturally say that or do that to somebody. But for her, from the table read, I had to come up with reasons why I hate her. Her as this Lucia girl. So I was like, yeah, I don't like you. You walk funny. I hate your family. I hate your car. I hate your clothes. And that helped me. But also, as an actress, you have to be able to balance your fun. Eleanor and Matthew always say, work hard, play harder. So, so you work hard and you find time to also excuse yourself, but not at the detriment of your craft. You have to be able to roll cameras when they're rolling and do whatever you need to do. So, I hope I answered your questions. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm supposed to act for you. Who wants to act with me? We can do an improv scene. Come.
Yes.
Let's do the thing. Okay, what are we improving today?
What do you want?
We are going to have an act from Ella and Philo. Okay, should I call it?
Wait. We're figuring out our scene.
Okay.
Yes, what's our scene?
Okay, silence in the house. Let's pay attention.
She doesn't have a mic. So are we supposed to tell her?
Oh, over here.
Calling action?
Are you calling action?
Why did you have to do that? That. I'm asking you, why did you have to do that?
Honey pie, I need you to know and calm down. Just 5 minutes, okay? I am not the one, not today.
What exactly did you say your name is?
My name is Rita.
Rita? What does Rita mean?
Oh, something you will never be.
You think you're great?
No, I know I'm great.
So?
So what are you going to do about it?
Wait. Oh, I don't have your time.
Okay, let's give it for Ella. Let's clap for Ella and Philo. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much, and we are kindly asking, please stay with us. There are so many drinks that are being brought into the house. So we are going to take, Mulindwa, you're sorted. So key takeaways, please, if we can sit in here, we are just getting started. Let's clap for Ella one more time. That was so amazing. And this Creative Friday is brought to you by Sauti, Sauti Plus Media Hub. And today we got a very good partner called Bell Deluxe. And they have some more other 10 gifts for the 10 ladies in the house. Woo-woo! You say, you're not excited. Okay. So these ones we are going to give them out, but later. For now, before we get another amazing speaker, who is going to be Mr. Mulindwa, we are going to have a performance from one of the biggest artists in town. Because of the love for Sauti, she came right from set, and she was like, I cannot fail to perform. So she's going to come over and give us some performance for 2 minutes, and then we can take it up from there. DJ Karunji in the house. Woohoo! DJ?
All right, I need you guys to help me out on this performance. Can we stand up? Can we stand up? I just want to teach you something small. So the dance goes, Ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that I love. La 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 love. Can we go together? Ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that I love. Hey, la 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 la. Okay, DJ, let's go. Yeah.
Let us stand and dance.
I push you, pull, I wet you, embrace. I let you things in your embrace. Call me yours, call you mine, I need to embrace. Nah, nah. How deep, how wide is your love? The way I think I'm gonna go daddy for my back. What could turn, go out, then nothing, that's where we are. Oh Lord, how deep, how wide is your love? The way I think I'm gonna go daddy for my back. What could turn, go out, then nothing, that's where we are. Are we ready? Ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that I la 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 la. Ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that I la la la. Tell me need you, me want you, me dictate to ya. Can nobody shift the way me feel about ya. Busao, I want zanka iwe. Wanzija tenari nesibite. Nombonya nonaza nombo pute tomala na bisera. Noni muswanga nze manyi pute. Oh Lord, how deep how wide is your love? The way I think we don't go daddy from over. Kwa kute, kwa wate nothing, that's what we have. Hey, ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that I love. Ondi mumutima mundandandanda. Mundandandanda. You're the one that I love. La 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 la. Weka manyebyange teri gwembitaze nga binneganye kugamba twogere n'obimale byange weka manyebyange teri gwembitaze nga binneganye kugamba twogere n'obimale byange How deep how wide is your love Tewala tinkulenga gwe daddy for mama Kwe kutengwe wadde nothing is what we are Oh Lord, how deep how wide is your love? Tewaya chinkulenga gwe daddy from above. Kwe kutengwa wadde nothing is what we have. Ondi mumutima mundandandanda. Mundandandanda. You're the one that la. Ondi mumutima mundandandanda. Mundandandanda. You're the one that la. La 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 la, ondi mumutima mundandandanda, mundandandanda. You're the one that la la la. Hey. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was some powerful performance from Karunji. Let's clap for her one more time. One more. Okay, they're requesting for one more song, and then we can have the speaker. Yes. Okay. You're just
this one goes out to the lovers. Any people that are not single. People that are not single.
Kuchi.
There are people I see and I know they are not single and they have refused to put up their hands.
Hey.
It's okay. For the single people like me that have a crush on someone, this goes out to you.
Yeah.
Simani nyambonda kawatufu osula nze nkuleetere ebirabo by'otasuubira singa nali nnina kasente mava kawera nandikututte ku ddidiz oba kwa kasiya ekindeeta ennyike gwe tonnasalawo ekinkamya amaziga tonnasalawo ngamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala ngamba nti ndiwo tolinayo mulala n'oluusi nkusuba nayo kwatula ne kunnema ngamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala kimanye nti nkwagala sirinayo mulala kimanye nti ndiwo sirinayo mulala n'oluusi nkusuba nayo kwatula ne kunnema kimanye nti nkwagala sirinayo mulala mikwano gyange zaŋŋamba kuleka enfuna ennanja nendowooza gyenvudde n'okuwala we nesamba kulanga nnwana kulanga ntama n'abandi ne baŋŋamba nagwadda lubutezuula nsasira oŋŋambe nti onjagala taata ŋŋamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala ŋŋamba nti ndiwo tolinayo mulala n'oluusi nkusuba nayo kwatula ne kunnema ŋŋamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala kimanye nti nkwagala sirinayo mulala kimanye nti ndiwo sirinayo mulala n'oluusi nkusuba nayo kwatula ne kunnema kimanye nti nkwagala sirinayo mulala ŋŋamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala ŋŋamba nti ndiwo onjagala tolinayo mulala ngamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala ngamba nti ndiwo n'oluusi nkusumwa nayo ngamba nti onjagala tolinayo mulala.
Thank you.
Okay, let's clap for her one more time. We are just getting started. Positive vibes at Sauti Plus Media Hub. So let me take this opportunity. There's another artist actually in the house. You're going to love them so much. So ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to introduce and welcome the grandfather, the father of film, to come and give us a word or two in the next 20 minutes. Let's give him all ears, respect, and attention as we learn from him. Richard Mulindwa. You're most welcome, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much. Omuwala ayimbe neŋŋamba I wish singa sibadde nga omanyi abasajja abakadde baba batusalako dda, but I like that song. Oba olazeewo omuwala. Nina upcoming my TV series ejja bagiyita Single Ladies, so kayimba ako nja keeyambisa mukyalo tujja kwogera. Good evening everyone. My name is Mulindwa Richard. I am so excited to be here. Thank you, Sauti. This is good. Okuba at least nga musobola okubanga mutu organizing ekintu bwekiti. I'm happy to see my brother Walter will be back. 10 years back, omwami oyo nga yaŋŋamba nti katikola booti. I'm happy to see you here. Badde balowooza oli muto. Salongo Benda, I am so happy to be here with you. Namfuka, thank you for coming. Thank you, Amfle. Bobanga, you want to be a director or a good actress or an actor or a producer. Nsaba ompe attention at least ku budde obutono bwe nnina. Mbadde neetaaga olunaku lulamba, but you know, manyi Sauti ejja kikolako, you know, etegeke olulala. But at least tugenda biyitamu katono, okay? I am a script writer. I am the writer of Mistakes Girls Do, okay? What If TV series, then feature films endala. Ekintu kyensinga okwenyumirizaamu directing, but ate ekintu kyensinga okumanya okola writing. Naye sitera nnyo, you know, sitera nnyo okukyogerako because it is always good okubeera ng'olina ekintu ekimu ky'onywezeza. I was an actor before, and then nenkizuula nti bwe naasigala nga ndi actor waliwo ebintu bingi bye ngenda okuloozinga. Ngenda tandika okubeera nga I'm sorry, I'm going to use Luganda and English, okay? Is it okay? If you don't know Luganda, you can sit with someone amanyi oluzungu.
Banange, guys, I'm just requesting we pay some attention to Mulindwa and also other speakers because they have sacrificed their time to be here with us. And we are all here for a reason. Now, my sister there, you know me, I have teacher tendencies, eh? Hey, you're the manager on that table. Let's just pay some good attention because we'd love to take this moment to learn. And we're here to network, connect, but also educate each other. That's why we're having some of these gatherings together. So Mbasaba, tuweleze Mulindwa time jayagala, naddako, then olumala we shall have drinks, we shall have music, and then we shall interact and we can...
Thank you, Amfle. Thank you. I was saying, I was an actor, nene ndowooza nti ngenda tandika compromising ebintu ebimu because by then we tried to call it like a girlfriend war okukwanjula mu mikwano gye nti my boyfriend akola bina Uganda nga kiswaza, but at least for now kyakyukamu olw'okuba nti tulwanye nnyo okulaba nga tukyusa the face of film industry. So nalowooza by then ngenda tandika okwewandiikira scenes, tandika okulaba akawala akalungi like Ella, ngambe you know what Ella, tugenda zanya nze nga nze boyfriend nga gwe girlfriend, nsobole okukisinga that girl, okay? So natandika bwe neebakamu ne ngamba no, kitegeeza nja kuba sina gye ngenda, let me pull off. So ne pullinga off, that is why nsobodde okuba nti nkoleza kando z'aba actors bangi oboolyawo ne ba actresses. Ngenda kwogera ku directing okusinga ne production, okay? Like producing and all that. Like tuli mu losing a lot of talents because of fake directors in Uganda. Ate bwe kinaatambula bwe kiti kitegeeza tugenda ku losing a lot of talents, okay? Omuntu aveeri n'awandiika script ye because he knows how to write, n'agamba I'm going to direct this script, naye nga tamanyi basics, tamanyi n'ayita Rehema Nanfuka because yalabye Rehema Nanfuka ng'azanya bulungi mu production emu gye yamulabye mu cinema. Namugamba you know what, you're going to act this, then n'ayita era n'abazanyi abalala. Singa Nanfuka azanya ye kyawulira Nanfuka kyamanyi, Gayo n'atamanyi how to direct agenda gamba yes, yeah, kirungi tugende n'ekyo. Naye nga Nanfuka yeetaaga obuyambi bungi nnyo okubanga osobola omujja waali okumuteeka awalala. So we have a lot of actors and actresses nga bali ku level yemu, naye tebali ku level yemu because they don't know how to act. Bali ku level yemu because ekyo kye bamanyi nga ba actors ne ba actresses. So nga tosobola okumujja ku eyo level n'omuteeka ku level endala. So ba directors babikola because they are greedy, baagala kufuna. He want to be like Mulindwa. Abadde in production like azanyiyo film biri n'agamba I think nange nsobola. N'atandika okuzanyira ku talents z'abantu bangi. So singa akkiriza n'ogamba nti you know what, kampe certain directors bendowooza nti baakolako film bweziti bandirectingire nga bwenjiga, okay? You can't be a good director nga tomanyi how to direct a script. You can't be a good director nga tomanyi how to edit a movie. How? Like how? Kati ogenda directing otya someone nga tuina senior accident. Ogenda ji directing otya then ojiwereze editor ji editing. Because bobo o directing a senior accident. Editor kyagenda okweditinga kyeki kyava on set. Kitegeeza we wakishootinze bubi ne DOP wo editor tagenda sobola kola ki kukigatta. Kitegeeza olina okuba nga olina dynamics ku bintu ebyo. So ba directors abali wano, please don't fight. Industry ekyagenda maaso. Nze sikolangako firimu n'emu nga bwe njagala kola firimu. Why? Because I don't have a budget. Singa nina budget nze singa nkola firimu nze sikyali ku level evuganya ne bannayuganda bannange. Ndi ku level evuganya n'abasajja abavuganya like abali ku Netflix, but because I don't have budget still nkya strugglinga okutuukiriza ekyo kyenkola ki kyenjagala. So industry nekyali virgin guys. Tewali nsonga kyo competinga n'omuntu because the industry gyo competinga n'omuntu temuli sente. Tukyali tukyagezaako kugattagatta tulabe nga industry ebeerawo, okay? So please bw'obanga oli director obanga like oyagala kubeera director, genda weebuze ku director yali akozeeko ekintu ekirungi omugambe kino bakikola batya, nyinza kukola nti ekintu bwe kiti ne bwe kiti, osobole okujja mpola mpola. Nze firimu zange 3 ezasooka sinze naye director waazo, naye najja njiga mpola mpola okuyiga editing because natuulanga mu editing every day nga ngamba give me this shot, give me this, kwe kuyiga editing. So if you want to be a good director, genda osome ebintu ebyo byonna. Director olina okuba nga omanyi ne kukuzaaza. Ogenda directing otya omuntu ng'azaala naye ng'agenda zaala mwana mulenzi naye ng'ebisa ebimuluma bya mwana muwala, okay? Tulina ba directors nga tamanyi. Tulaba omuntu ku scene ebisa bimulumira kumu bagenda okuzaala omwana nga bazaala mwana mulenzi. Tekisoboka. Kitegeeza director olina okuba nga omanyi ku each and everything. Tekube kuula mannyo because you are the director. You're going to direct someone to do that. Okay? So, olwokuba tulina obudde butono, kangendeko kuba actors. When natandikira film industry nali ndaba nnyo Nigeria. Naye abantu 8 be bakulaakulanya firimu ya Nigeria. Like baali ba actors 8 abaatuleetera okwagala Nigerian movies. So nafuna ekirooto ne ngamba, you know what, I think we can make it in Uganda. Tusobola okuzimba just 8 or 10 actors mu Uganda, then ne bafuuka ba star baffe. Tuli mu myaka egiwere 19 oba 20 years nga tetufunangayo star n'omu mu Uganda. You know why? Because tulina wasiwasi mungi. Tetwagala kubeera ba stars, twagala just batulabe. Naye singa twagala okubeera ba stars nga twagala kutulaba, singa mu Uganda tulina abantu 8 essaawa eno nga bw'abeera mu sabotage, tudduka mu cinema tulabe omuntu eyali mu firimu eyo. But why now? Tetulina n'omu. Naye nga tetwagala tulina sooka kuzimba ba stars. Then ba stars ne batandika okubeera nga ba-inspiring abantu abalala. We can't go like this, guys. We can't. Tujja beera wano emyaka 3 nga tuli bwe tutyo tulina ba stars, naye nga tetwalagadde okuliyetinga ba stars. Buli omu awulira nga ayagala beera producer, ayagala beera director. Omuzannyi aba yakafuna just 1 award, best actress, best actor, ng'agamba I think I can direct, ng'akolayo firimu. Bw'akolayo firimu tamanyi luluzi zonna, firimu bw'omala ogikola ogitwala wa. Ba actors bangi mu Uganda tebamanyi na media council kikyekola mu Uganda. Bw'oba tomanyi media council kyekola mu Uganda, then you can't be a producer. Kubanga firimu bw'omala ogikola, and then what? That is why tulina abantu bangi, ba producer bangi nga bazze ne bakola firimu 2 then ne bagenda. Ate nga tubeetaaga kubanga tebaategeera singa nkola firimu eno kiki ekigenda okuddako. Tukola firimu because Icon is, you know, is knocking. Tukola firimu because UFF is knocking. Tukola firimu because you want to challenge Mulindwa. Oh my God, no way. Fenna tukyali batono nnyo mu firimu industry. Like we are few. Film industry ekyasobola okwaccommodatinga abantu ebitundu 4 kusinga kubalimu kati ate nga buli omu ali bulungi. Naye wasiwasi mungi, guys, wasiwasi mungi. Let's go slow. Tukkirize batukulembere, tukkirize director akugambe nti okay, you know what, do this. Gumiikiriza, genda mpola mpola. Abantu abasinga nti temuli mentored. You came from university and then noyingira mu ssanyu boo, and then nofuuka star. Togambwako. Then sanyu bwegwa, aha, nga ffe tukulinda eno. So I think to lacking a mentorship. Benda twaina, like waina mix and ming and all that. Ekintu ekyakyefanaaniza which that is why I thank Humphrey. You don't know how up I am. Because nze ng'omuntu sikyali nnyo abeere nnyo mu, you know, mu nti oba ngende ku house y'omuntu nga filmmaker tunyumye tugenda beera mu kugeya buli kaseera. So mbeera ku ofisi nga sivaawo okugyawo nga waliyo ekintu ekyomugaso nga kino. Kitegeeza bw'onooluzinga omuntu asobola okubuulira ekintu ekituufu ogenda kuluzinga ebintu bingi. Tetuli mentored, guys. Tetuli mentored naddala ba actors ne ba actresses. Yes, tuyinza okuba we know how to act. Tuyigidde ku mirimu. Ozze ku set obaddeko emyezi 2, obadde mu kyaddala and all that. Obadde mistakes girls do. Oyize how to act, but you don't know actor bw'ateekeddwa kweyisa. We are not mentored. Lwaki temwekolamu like nga ba actors? Lwaki temwekolamu like ekintu ekisobola obbayamba ne muba nga musisinkana awantu to be mentored? Waliwo omukyala wali abuuzizza nti how do you deal with like those scenes eziri intimate? Bw'obeera ng'oli mu classes za acting buli kimu bajja kikubuulira. Nze actor bw'ojja ng'oli actor nze mandoozi oli actor. Actor means acting. Like tuzannyamu si bya ddala. Tuzannya bya mami ne daddy si bya ddala. So bw'oŋŋamba nti kino sigenda kukizannya ŋŋamba ono si actor. Because nze ndowooza actor alina okuba ng'amanyi each and everything. Actor alina okubeera ng'ebbumba. Yonna ebbumba oba ebbumba baliyita batya clay soil, right? Yes. Ebbumba olinyoola n'oliyumbamu buli kintu kyonna ky'oyagala. But bw'obeera ng'ekiti tewali agenda kujja mu kiki ky'oyagala. Oyagala kubeera wano nga just bagamba twamulabye mugundi nedda. I don't think. Twetaaga okuvuganya guys. Twetaaga okuvuganya. Naye tugenda vuganya nga tuwuliziganya. Nga ne waasiwaasi mutono. Tukola olugambo lungi nnyo than to think what we are going to act. Actor abeera tuli ku set naye nga ali ku TikTok. Like tannasoma script ali ku TikTok. Oh my. So guys, like we need to style up. Bwe tuba twagala okweyongerayo genda ewala kubanga tuteekeddwa okutunula ewala. Okay? Ella ayogedde ku voice. Oh my God, thank you. Ba actors bangi mu Uganda tebamanyi mbu nno tateekeddwa kwogera nga ye bw'ayogera. Bwe bamuleeta mu firimu ng'atandikawo okwogera ebigambo bingi nnyo, firimu ng'efaanana nga ye bwe tumulaba ku National Theatre. Guys, no, actor bw'atyo si bw'ateekeddwa okubeera. You have to change your voice. Toteekeddwa kuleekaana buleekaanyi. Yogera eddoboozi nga liva wano. Lwaki abayimbi omuyimbi bw'ajja n'akweyanjula n'agamba my name is oba Rema Namakula, omuwulira eddoboozi nga lirabika era lya muyimbi. Lwaki akita waffe weeyanjula owulira ddoboozi lye lyennyini? Tulina okukyusa amaloboozi guys. Tuteekeddwa okakyusa. Muzanya bulungi, yes, muzanya bulungi. Waliwo obanga oli fluent mu Luzungu. Oh my God. That guy know how to direct. Oh my God. Sagala kulumba nnyo bantu muyinza okugamba waliwo ayogera ennyo Oluzungu mu film industry. But okwogera Oluzungu byanjawulo n'okuluzanya. Oba ekyo mukimanyi. Abantu bangi bamanyi Oluzungu naye tebamanyi kuluzanya. Tebamanyi kuzanya mu Luzungu. Firimu efuluma nga owulira conversation. Abaaliko mu primary mujjukira like conversations twalimu nga mbuto. Hello Jim, are you coming to play football this afternoon? No, I cannot. I promise to start home. Ng'owulira conversation nga za asoma nsome. Be natural guys. You have to be natural. Bw'osanga director akugamba nti no, eyo line otaddemu yaki GGM, stick on your script. Gamba director ono. Because I think olwokuba tukyali ku baby stage in acting, actor oba actress kirungi n'omulekera gap eyo ne yeeta n'aba nga asobola okwongeramu layini ye. Bw'ayongeramu layini ye then mu editing n'ogijjamu kubanga kimufuula nakyo than okubeera nga asitikinze ku script. Buli waabeera nga yeerabidde layini agenda kuvaako atandika okunanaagira awo. N'ekirala actress tolina kulowooza mbu nno olina kuzanya mu Luzungu yadde script ya mu Luzungu. Like there is a certain guy yambuuza. But in 10 years back you told us that you don't know how to speak English. But how come you're producing English movies? Emugalukwatiyo. Okwogera Oluzungu kirala n'okudirectinga mu Luzungu kiki? I am comfortable when I'm using Luganda. But doesn't mean I don't know how to speak English. In fact, you can't speak Oluzungu olufune nkuwulira ne gamba nedda obadde agala tugamba ki ekyo kyotegeeza kikyamu okitegeera because I know what I'm doing. Okay? So ba actors nsaba ekintu kimu bambi mukkirize mubeere mentored. Ekirala temudduka speed. Tulina okuvuganya abasajja bali abatuli waggulu. And we have talents here. Naye olw'okuba tuli ku speed weesanga ng'omuzanyi avudde mu acting afuuse director. Kati eno ng'ali half baked ne mu directing ali half baked. Tamanyi beditinga batya, tamanyi kamera, ono ba shot jamuwa yentuufu, tamanyi angles and all that. Yagamba, no, I am the producer of this movie and I'm going to direct it. Lastly, on actors. Omwami ayogedde walina ngamba ndabika nina firimu nga bisatu. Waliwo TVM yazze ne bangamba twagala content wo yenna. Ne mbagamba tewali buzibu. Ne bambuza olina firimu nga mmeka ne bagamba obaha butuufu nadde sizijjukira ne bagamba nga 2 like 20 titles. Kakati ne bangamba okay kati zonna zituwe. Nagenza otuuka mu archive nga siweza 20 titles. But bw'owulira Mulindo Richard oyinza olowooza alina titles nga 2. Oyinza okukola firimu emu n'esoundinga nga title 10. You don't have to be everywhere. Guys, you don't have to be everywhere. Waliwo producer nga alina firimu 2 naye nga tali recognized because tezirina makulu. Actor bwenzijja Mulindo Richard nti nkuyise ogenda kunkolera firimu eno gitunulemu ne ttiimu yo olabe kugattako ki bweba tekugattako don't act it. We are losing good actors because of that. Nze na actor gwe mmanyi abeera mu mbi ennyo n'abeera mu mbi bibi ne mu nnungi ennyo. Kati obeera okonfusinga abalabi ne ba directors otukonfusinga. Be with, yes, that, not money, bagita desperation, not money. Eyo desperation. Guys, beera ko n'ekintu ekigamba no, I am not going to act that film. Kuba ntalina kyekola ki? Olina okuba ne principles. Naye we kambabulireko singa onojja gye ndi nonga director njagala onkastingeko mu firimu yo. Bwe naakuyita nga wansanga wano nongamba nti oyagala castingeko mu firimu yange, bwe naakuyita nze ngenda obeera ne bargaining power because you want me to cast you. Naye singa nzija gy'oli nekugamba I want to cast you, nakulabye oli muzanyi mulungi, kitegeeza olina bargaining power. Oli waddembe okuŋŋamba okay, script yeeyo nina ttiimu yange genda osooka ogiyitamu because I think wenzijidde gy'oli yegwe osobola ogizanya. Naye babasika ku kutu, oli naakusanga naga nakafirimu kange n'atwala, oli nina kafirimu kange tamanyi na kumanya script ebagikola bula yaguze script n'akutwala. Guys, no, you have to be with principles. Abazanyi baffe mufa. Nze kasita ozanya mu kafirimu akabi ne nkulaba ng'ozanya mu kafirimu akabi nga nkwekweka because imanda basiina gye nkola ki emabegako eri gye tuvudde wabadde wabi. That is why nze nateekawo policy abamu ne bagifuna bulala. Nateekawo policy ne ngamba bwe manku direct nze nkwononeddeko obudde ne nkutendeka. There is no producer agenda okuzanyisa nga tasoose kujja gye ndi ndabe kamera kyegenda okutunulamu, script egamba ki, ani agenda okudirectinga, so that I don't waste time nga nkutendeka ate omuntu ava eri akutwale because agenda kuwayo emitwalo 15 oba 2. Guys, you bw'onooba tofunye manager ng'oli actor mulungi. Waliwo omuntu omu yangamba akakawala keematira nakakubira okukazanyisa ne kaŋŋamba nina manager ne nkaleka. Muli nasirika yali abigamba nze nensika ne ngaalaba ono producer laba. Naye nga muzanyi ky'omutuufu gw'ogenda okusanga omutwale butwazi ozanyise, ogenda sanga bano abazanyi abali desperate. Guys, know your worth. Know your worth. Bw'oba toli worth teweematira kubanga tolina kya. Naye bw'oba olowooza nti osobola okuzannya, know your worth. Nze nja kujja nkunone because mmanyi osobola okuzannya. Bw'onooba tosobola okuzannya sijja kunona, naawe kigenda kuwaliriza oyige how to what? To act. Temulaba? Nze bwe ndowooza nze ne bwe mbeera mwavu ntya omuntu ayinza kujja kuntwala genda kwata boom ayi because nze ndowooza kati level ya boom nakola ki. However much manyi okukwata sound naye kati awo nakola ki. Naye bwotyo bw'oba obeera tewali muntu agenda kuzanyisa loolo gy'otayagala etakugattako because you want to act. Beera waawo nga tukulaba ojja obubeera mu activities za firimu. Nanfuka nasembayo mulaba mu Yellow Jump I think. but trust me, nze njagala omuzanyisa kubanga amanyi kyasobola okukola ki okola naye gwe noba onoozannya ku YouTube n'ozannya wa ne weeyambula n'okola buli kimu nga totegedde ky'oli tojja kukola ki. Waliwo omuzungu bamuyita oba Richard Gere, musajja yali muzannyi naye ng'azannya love story. Sirina firimu ye gye nalaba nga tenyuma. Bwe nagenda omusomako ng'ayina ttiimu y'abantu 6 batunula mu script ne bamugamba nti okay, script gikole. Bwetyo bwe tugenda ozimba firimu industry. Naye bwe naakulaba mu ssanyu, then nkulabe mu butiko, then nkulabe nga watermelon enkugoba, then nkulabe nga ensuwa ombuzaabuza like credibility yo gikola ki ogitta temupapa bano efirimu tukyakola nyingi temupapa tewali akugoba. Okay, so ba directors abazanyi bavuddeko. Okay, kubanga bingi nabagambye obudde tulina butono. Ba directors mbadde nsaba ba director abali wano, let's share ideas bambi. Buli we tukola firimu embi ffe twefiiriza ffenna. Abantu babiri mu Uganda ebanakola firimu ennungi, firimu industry tegenda kugenda maaso. Naye singa tunakwataganira wamu tewali nsonga lwaki tubeera mu kwegoba competition on ba directors. Obusente bwe tukompitinga UCC okayegaba obusente sikyo butono nnyo ate bw'ono oyagala obuwangula wekeero tojja bulya. Omwana gye ya UCC mbimanyi bayinza n'okuwa omuntu ng'era tali nnyo bwaffe. Kati olaba wayagadde competinga tosharinze ideas firimu n'ogikola ngambe. Mukitegeera, let's share ideas. Bw'oba olina ebintu by'otamanyi weebuuze ku director kiri ekintu yakikola atya, then naawe ojjo ogenda okikole mu firimu yo kikugatteko. Aba Nigeria speed gye batutwala banange temugimanyi because temulaba ne Nigerian Netflix movies. Muyinza okuba mulaba zino eza YouTube oba online zino eza Facebook, naye bw'otunuulira firimu zaabwe eziri ku Netflix ogamba nedda ate nga bye bakola tubisobola, like we are better than them, but just because tetuli wamu buli omu awulira ayagala kusinga ono, ayagala kusinga Nabwiso, ono ayagala kusinga ono, tetugendagenda maaso. So ba directors please, sigenze nnyo into deep kubatandika bagamba director ina kola kino na kino, naye njagala balaga obulumi obutuganye okugenda mu maaso. Okay, nsaba nkomekaawo ndowooza pozinga waliwo alina kyambuuza. Thank you.
A big hand clap. Let's have the questions from the audience. For Mr. Richard.
Director, I think in my name is Walter. Njagalogereko ne kucha, I think chendabiye ndi a bit old school ndoza tujagenderawo. Amabigako we nadi ngenda kola film a week ago. Nadi nonya ba actors naye sinajanga natandise donnonya ne producer wange. Naye osanga actor nga akola TikTok ne film ne YouTube n'ebintu byanjawulo, right? Kati ate osanga actor nga abadde ku TV show abatayagala akolera buli omu. But remember TV shows simbu bizinzo bera season wemba siri mistaken, right? Zigenda ku endinga, so wezina endinga bagenda komawo ate nomanyi wocha jukira ebiseera biri ebikadde, so bera actor ngoli desperate emirimu gibula. So njagala oyogereko ku kintu kya aba actor understandinga the difference between acting for film and doing social media content. Na oyogereko nempozi ku kisembayo ku kyaba director bwe najja nga ngenda kola firimu yange genre yali mpya to me, naye sikola nko something ekirimu action, so natandika onoonya abaabikolako. Nasokera ku Hakim Ziwa, nengende wa IGG, nengende wa Ziwa, nengenda nga bunamba wa script yange ogisomamu bambula ekikyo balowooza ne Lukumani yennyini. I think ndowooza kyoyogedde ekyokowa amagezi okwebuuza ku bantu, because I think new generation kyeyina tebakkiriza nti gundi ki ansinga, because fe twakula tumanyi Richard ali wali eri okitegeera, Rema ali wali, naye kati I think this generation bajja nga giridde Richard, I think which is wrong, because tulina okubeera open to learn.
Thank you. Kansoke nziremu ekyo kubanga kiri kiwanvu ate kiri technical. Bwe nali nkola Mistakes Girls Don't Power Magic, Power Magic yali natandika commissions, so bwe yaleeta commission commission yajjanga ya sente nga ziri waggulu nnyo teebereza ffe twakolanga licensing ekinene ennyo asinga okufuna sente afuna $8 nga 800 okay then commission nejjanga eri mu 15 episode eddakiika zezimu okay kati era nze navaayo ku group emu eya yaba producers n'abazanyi ne mbagamba guys commission zizze mu Uganda naye saagala mulowooze nti bw'oba ozannya mu commission then tojja kusobola kuzannya mu license bagenda kuwa sente endala ne commission bagenda kuwa sente endala naye kyetaagisa actor ow'obwongo obungi ennyo okusobola okuunderstandinga ebintu ebyo bibiri n'abyawula okay guys oyinza okuba nga obadde ofuna millions 5 ku ssanyu oba ku prestige okay oba mu kyaddala omanyi ne kyaddala mujjukira munaye yalinga eri commission so bw'oba nga obadde ofuna $5,000,000 tegeera nti eno ebadde commission eno license tebinayo bikwataganira olina okutuula gwe kennyini neweerowoolezaako ng'omuzanyi n'ogamba bampise bagenda kumpa $15,000 per day ziri worth oba teziri ojagenda obalabalamu nga teziri olinde commission emyaka 7 nga tekomangawo so ekyo ba actors mwina obeera keen about that ndooza kyobadde ogezaako okwogerako tewali muntu agenda kuwa ezo sente za kiralo buli kaseera no commission tubeerowooze nti kati eno commission kubanga you can tell era osobola omanya nti eno firimu eri commission eno eri licensed okay so mwina okitegeera era kiremeseza ba actors bangi nnyo abalala bagenda ku kyeyo because of that bagenda kati eri nalizanyira $5,000,000 kyokka anfula mpita ate ngamba mbu ampeemu akirabika nze sikyasobola yesu tekyali kilasi yange so olina okubeera keen on that sente tezigenda beera nga zezimu so oyogeddeko ku kintu ekirala kibaddeko okwebuuza ku ba directors right ng'oggyeko kiri kye mbagambye ng'oggyeko okubeera oba gulidi okubeera ng'oyagala oyake okay tewali nsonga lwaki teweebuuza ku muntu gw'olowooza nti asobola kukuyamba tewali nsonga lwaki tomwebuuzaako kubanga bw'omwebuuzaako amagezi gagenda okuwagago gagenda yamba gwe tegagenda yamba muntu yenna nze sijja balimba ndwawo like endwawo maybe bagambe bayinza olowooza eyo neematira maybe but ndwawo okufuna omuntu najja nambuuza kino wakikola otya I'm being honest ndwawo nnyo batono nnyo abajja nakubuuza kino wakikola otya era omubuulira bwe wakikola abo abatono ababeera baze but nze ndi oluggi luggule ku buli muntu yenna eyeetaaga okutegeera nkola ntya firimu ku budget entono neerabika nga budget ennene like buli muntu yenna ayagala okumbuuza about that wendi nkola ntya okulaba nga nkwasaganya abazanyi ne bazannya sibi almost episode 3 n'okusoba ne basigala nga weebali like wendi mukitegeera bwe tunaaba nga tetusharinga ideas tetugendagenda mu maaso mbabuulira amazima but bwe tunasharinga ideas tugendagenda wala nnyo nalabyeko nnaku ezo nga posting mpanvu bweti nga ba actors bagamba ba directors tebatusasula bulungi batuwa obusente butono kati mwagala ffe tukole tutya biki ekituufu kiri nti ba actors bafuna sente ntono nnyo that is why maybe abamu balowooza nti wenaddukira mba producer nange ngenda kufuna adduka awunzika ate nakasente boyfriend we kamuwadde wabasinga okudduka kati bakazi ofuuka ba producers awunzika boyfriend we $1,14,000 zamuwadde azitadde mu firimu ng'eflopinze ng'ate tegenze wantu wonna okay here is the thing bw'okola produce essaawa eno tewali wajja sente Amfule bwe yakoze sabotage bwe yagenze mu sinema oba yakozeyo sente oba teyazikoze simanyi walala wagenda giza ye mugezigezi ayinza okuba nyina bwazifuna naye kati ngezeza ku sabotage singa firimu omala okugikola feature film let's say mukama n'atakuyamba kufunayo $4,000,000 mu UFF then eyo firimu aweeba ewedde mukitegeera so ogenda kunenya producer nti akusasula sente ntono naye mulina okutegeera ebintu bingi nnyo ebiri wansi awo bye mutakola ki bye mutamanyi producer atunze emmotoka akoze firimu gwogenze ku set akusasudde cash yes bubadde busente butono naye ekituufu kiri nti ssente taziggyeeyo. Kiki kye tuteekeddwa okukola? Mulina okuva mu comfort zone ng'abazannyi ne mutandika okutegeera ebintu ebimu eby'omunda bye mutaagala kutegeera. Bwe babayita ne babagamba, you know what guys, enough is enough, tuteekeddwa okulwanirira copyright, abazannyi tebabeerayo. Buli omu asigala waka. Tamanyi na kye bayita copyright, ye tebimukwatako. Yeerabidde nti waliyo neighboring rights, naye zikola ki? Zimuyamba. Kati buli producer bw'aba nga tafuna ssente, naawe togenda kufuna ssente. Tuteekeddwa, waliwo gap gye tutannaba kugatta wakati w'aba actors ne ba directors oba ne ba producers gye tuteekeddwa okugatta, naye eri wala ba actors balina obusungu bungi for now ne ba producers balina obusungu bungi for now. Kati simanyi ani agenda gatta gaapu eyo, tujje tubeere nga ffenna tuli on same page, kubanga ba producers tebafuna, trust me. Gwe weebuuze firimu zonna ezabadde mu UFF zigenda kugenda wa? Tewali.
Ekibuuzo kyange.
Naye mumbuuze mu Luzungu.
Thank you very much. Ekibuuzo kyange kiri, otubuulidde ffe ba actors si kirungi okubeera mu buli firimu, naye challenges ezimu ze tusanga, oyinza okujja ku auditions naye nga auditions ozizeeko already baakasitinze dda, ate otandika butandisi. Kati
producer oyo yasigala amukozesa. Ba actors be Uganda mugenda ku setting eringa omama wa ngezeewa, kale kangeze mu kifo nga kiina restaurant oba nga kiina hotel nga ya beeyi ng'emmere ya $600 per plate, naye nga mumushutingirawo bushutingizi budget ya buli muntu okulya ya $1,000. Kitegeeza tugenda kumala okushutinga kweyo hotel tukirire wa mama Namigadde tulye. Actor n'agamba nga firimu eyodde baatusiibye enjala, abo abantu babi nnyo, nze siriddayo kweyo set. Kati producer agenda kusangawo okuzanyisa firimu endala. Kyekyo nagambye nti ba actors tuteekeddwa obeera abagumiikiriza, okay, mu bintu ebimu. N'ekirala ne bw'oba onyiize ennyo ng'oli actor, mweyigirizeeko ebintu by'okunyiiga naye neonyiigira munda, like n'otalaga nti onyiize. Mubeere bagezigezi. By the way, mukozese akagambo kano, beera mugezigezi. Mwami Benda bw'aba akunyiiziza sirika, bw'oba oli actor oba oli actress sirika, kubanga ekituufu kiri nti tunyiiza, nammwe munyiiza. Naye bw'osirika, kankuwa ekyokulabirako, nze bwe mbeera ku set n'otuuka late, mba mpulira obusungu because sente nnyingi nnyo z'obosse, but bw'otuuka ng'otuuse siyomba, ngamba buga nakwonoona essaawa endala 3, okay? Kati nkuleka tugenda okumaliriza set ng'ate biri bye naadde nkunyiigidde byonna mbikoze eki? Mbivuddeko. Ba actors mulaakinga ekyo ekintu. Mwe like beerako awo nga director amunyiigira naye nga tomulaga nti wamunyiigira. Firimu eyo bw'eneggwa agenda kuwa project endala then omukubira omugane naye director tugenda kola nga luli, kubanga olaba luli twali bwetu ne bwetu ne bwetu. Omuntu omugezigezi bw'atyo bwakola ki? Bwakola. Tomusaasaanya buli wamu nti omusajja oyo teyatuwa mmere, teyakola bw'ati, teyakola bw'ati, tajja kuwa project ndala. Kitegeeza sigenda funa mukisa mulala kukuyita kubanga nange okoze eki? Onyiizizza. I wish singa twalina abantu bwe batyo abeerekereza, singa tulina ba stars mu Uganda. Naye bwe nkuwa firimu yange n'ogizanya n'obeera star, eddako ne star gikuwa, then kitegeeza togenda fuuka star. Oba nkuzeemu. So ndooza kiva kuba actors. Yes, Sebo.
My name is Mickey. I want to talk on a point where you said of okulala. There is when it becomes a habit, I would say. Like, for example, Ella is producing a movie. Nenchitegeera nti kuluna amazima Ella ensawo n'omutegeera ng'omuntu, but there is when it becomes a habit. Nga Ella yegwe muzegwe, because you cannot tell me, Mickey, I'm complaining about Ella, she's complaining about Ella. That means mubamu abantu abamu nga it is habits zaabwe nga ye okusasula. Actor bazze ne ba actinga, live along the low budget nawe. For you always do low budget
understand,
movies.
yes.
So olumba director namwe mukisusa, omuntu bw'aba actinze musasule. Why would you wait for me to come and yell? Okitegeera kati ekyo kireetera abantu abamu okubeera nga they don't want to work with others. If nzize nenzanyo oba nenkola ekintu nsasula. let it be like, let's be honest to one another.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're very right. Kyekiri kye mbagambe ba actors just mbeere bagezigezi mukitegeera director oba producer bw'akozesa n'atakusasula mu kifo ky'okumulaalaasa nti oyo teyansasula because kakiliki kaba producers katono nnyo bo bayinza okudda ene bayi ne bagamba oyo omwana alimba namusasula and all that olw'okuba batono what you do sirika naye todda mumukolera okitegeera is that mulindwa akuyita akuzanyise kubanga ye teyategeera byagwawo naye bwe nategeera ebyagwawo nti wamulaalaasa muli wamu I might be scared so just beera mugezigezi okitegedde kyekyokka kubanga ekituufu kiri nti baproducer bangi abatasasula which is bad buli muntu yenna atasasula it is very very bad wakiri omuntu mugambe nti nkuwa 15,000 naye zikole ki zimuwe naye bw'aba takuwadde please keep it kubanga oba tofiirwa.
Okay, we need to wrap this up.
Thank you, Herman. Nzikiriza mbuuze mu Luzungu.
Please.
One, I'm going to disagree with you on the issue of do not show and name and tell. Reason being, I have noticed, ndimo pia mu industry, but the number of times that I have dealt with people as a productions manager and they have kind of forced my hand that I've had to dip in my pocket and cover people because for me it's a reputation thing, is enough. So to say that you should not name and tell, then you are encouraging the device to grow. Weba bulwadde, weba cancer, egenda saasana. But eyo katuveyo. That's not why I was asking.
Okay.
My question is, you spoke of personal branding for actors, for directors, for producers. There is me as Linda coming out and saying that I'm a very professional person. And then I'm coming in an industry that doesn't have structure. Because before I came into this industry, I was doing other things. So you're coming to a place that doesn't have structure and you're introducing your structure. Now, while maybe for me I might be okay to stand my guns and say no to certain jobs, we should appreciate that, especially people like actors, they come from a place mbu zenkoze leero zengendo, that is they're on survival mode. So how does a person, how does an individual balance between their personal brand and survival? Because until you're at a place where you can actually fend without thinking, ejemitwalo kumi with a lot of shady things, watermelon ekugoba, yet you've been on sets like Beloved, jija kukolera because that's where you are. So I would like you to advise, how do you balance between the personal brand and not taking on so many jobs? Lastly, social media. We should appreciate that social media are tools of, one, exposing us and our talents. Two, I know TikTok actor is not the same as a set actor. But TikTok is a platform that can get you casted. So how best, also still it comes down to branding. How best do you advise a person who is using social media, first timer, to get into the industry, to come in and act as a professional? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, let me start with that. Whether you are TikToker or celeb on TikTok, okay? Genda mu acting, classes, okay? Oberenga byombi obiri. You're celeb on TikTok and then you know how to act, okay? That's what I can tell you. And then echokubiri, you said survive and all that. Nze njogera kuba actors. If someone wants to be a good actor, totambulira kwe your survival, because we are here to stay. Bw'oba otambulira ku survival, then ogenda beera awo nga just oli average. Naye bw'oba tutambulira ku survival, ogenda kubeera nti omuntu akuwa respect. respect kyekintu ekisinga obukulu mu art. Bw'oba tebakuwa respect nga buli asanze yasika kutu n'atwala, then bw'otyo bw'ogenda okubeera. Bw'oba oyagala kubeera nti abaana bange tebaali done all that, I'm not talking to that actor or actress ali mu kunoonya survival. Njogera ku actor ayagala okukikuba to the fullest. Nga omuntu amutunulako n'agamba that girl. Okay? Singa Ella, kangereze ku Ella, because she's very good, she's good. Naye ekyo kyali tewali n'omu akimutaddeko. I'm sure about that. Kyali tannazannyako yadde half ku kyasobola okuzannya. Why? Because tebannamusika. Akyali mu comfort zone. That is why I said, you know what, I'm not going to act like that. Because ali mu comfort zone ye. Naye bw'anaafuna director asobola okumupuulinga to the fullest, then kitegeeza yoyo ki? Naye awaali bwe tunaamulengera nga asseeko eri wansi atandise okukola ebintu ebitategeereka, kitegeeza tali waffe, just anoonya bunoonya survival. So then kiri ekirala kye wasoose okubuuza mbivudde mabega, nti I'm encouraging certain directors okubeera nga tebapaying abantu. No, I'm not encouraging certain directors obutasasula oba producers. I said be smart. Just be smart. Bw'abanga mwami Mulindwa yakuzanyisa n'atakusasula, ne bw'onoogenda ng'oyogera buli wamu nti omwami oyo yanzanyisa n'atansasula, tekyongera ku kaaliyayo. Okay? Tekikwongera ku kaaliyayo. Muveeko bw'aba teyakusasula. Genda ne producer omulala. Bw'onoogenda ne producer omulala tagenda tegera wrangles ze walimu wakati wa producer olina oli. That is why gambye just be smart. Baproducer bataano bonna tebagenda kwesa nga tebakusasula, ate era ogende maaso n'okola ki? N'obazanyisa. Ekyokubiri, nga baproducers bwe bainvestinga ssente naye nga tamanyi bwe zigenda vaayo, actor naye bw'olina okuinvestinga talent yo. Di-investing bakunyage bakole ki, but one day ogenda kusigala nga gw'oli ku top, because at the end of the day it is you. It is you. Ne actor omutwala ku set, ne musubize miliyoni 2 n'omuwake mu kitundu n'ata postinga premier. Kyokka ku posta yaliko. Era mbeera awo ne ngamba naye Uganda. Naye abazanyi, guys, abazanyi mwetaaga 2 days of lecturing. You are on the poster, n'ogaana okulanga film mwoli, because emitwalo 2 ogibanja. Temumanyi kye muliko, guys. That's what ebyaddala bwe mutaayige kuinvestinga mu careers zammwe nammwe mugenda abeera awo nga industry ekola ki, ng'etambulira awo. Ffe tutambule, tutandike okuyiiyayiiya sente zivudde wa, tukoze tutya, tusigale nga tutambula, naye nga ba-actors tukoze ki? Because ba-actors bakyajja abapya banjinze mu messenger yange buli nnaku nfuna messenger eziwera 1,000. Kitegeeza abantu bangi abakyayagala obeera baki, naye tetwagala ate kuluzinga talent ze tukoze eki ze tulina. Just be smart. Thank you. Last one.
Thank you so much, Director Mlindwa. So my question is, an aspiring producer, it is something I love most, and at the same time, I fear it most. So you've been in this industry for a long time, and tozikizangako. Oyogedde n'ogamba nti films zaffe ezisinga bwe ziva mu UFF, that is it. Kati gwe nga gwe Mulindwa, ebbanga ly'omaze mu industry, films z'okoze, gwe nga producer, films zo oziteekawa? Because that is a big challenge nga ffe ba producer gye tufuna.
Thank you. Kibuuzo kirungi. Nze nina enjogera egamba I was here before Power Magic, I was here before UFF. Kitegeeza nze I am not producer for Power Magic, I am not a producer for UFF. Nasurvivinga ntya nga UFF tenajja, nasurvivinga ntya nga Power Magic tenajja. First, firimu ogikolera ki? Ntera okuyingira mu sinema naddala omwaka guno festival, like ngenze nnyo mu firimu ezo ezabadde nominated, naye mbadde nfulumayo nga mbuuza producer waayo wali oyagala tugamba ki? Like okola firimu naye nga naawe kennyini tomanyi ki wali oyagala kutugamba. Njagala kwawula ebintu bibiri ba producer abali wano. Bw'oba oyagala kubeera successful mu film industry, kola story eya festival. Story za festival za njawulo nnyo ku zino stories ezigenda mu cinemas eziri commercials bw'oba oyagala okubeera successful mu festivals not mu UFF only but you know all over the world kola olugero nga lwaliyo ng'oyogera ebintu ebyaddala ebyaliyo ng'omuntu asobola okulireetinga nabyo mukitegeera tokola fiction simanya omuwala then nakisinga munne kati awo neighbor we n'abasanga you know eyo film tolina gyogenda gitwala mu festival ebeere nominated however good it is okay then bw'oba oyagala kukola commercial yiyayo kasitoola awo kateekeyo kalabike bulungi and all that okateeke mu cinema kati bwe nakizuula nti cinema awo tezinnaba abantu tebalina nnyo culture ya cinema neesalawo ntandika okukola true stories nze buli feature film gye nkola eba erina kyegamba mba nina olugero lwenjogerako bwe mba mwalaba 94 nali njogera ku genocide ey'e Rwanda like everyone yeebuuza kituufu munauganda yeyakola 94 mu kabajeti kange akatono nasobola okuteekawo olutalo lw'e Rwanda kitegeeza buli muntu agenda firimu egenda beera related n'omuntu ali South Africa ajja kola ki ajja giraba so bw'oba oyagala osigala olw'okuba nti firimu sente ziba si nnyingi bw'oba naakunominating e South Africa olina distributor gw'ogenda okusangayo olabe firimu eyo bw'ogenda ogifunamu akasente naye baproducer ennaku zino ayiiya kasitole mu mutwe nga tekali nayo n'akakola n'akaleeta ne bakaagala ebifaananyi byatambule bulungi n'afuna nomination emu oba bbiri then ne tugenda mu sinema ogiraba nga teyina kyetugamba naye yennyini nga tamanyi kyeyabadde ayagala okutugamba so if you want to succeed kola olugero nga luli real bw'oba oyagala just kukolayo bobogaamu kola just buno bu simple stories oteekeyo oba nkuzeemu. Thank you so much.
This is the last one. My name is Beg. I've been a filmmaker for so long. Not everybody knows me, but yeah. My question goes back to the actors. You said that Nigeria was able to sort of like make it through like 8 people or something. We can make the 8 people, right? Here in Uganda, it's possible. But if you look back on what has been produced throughout the years, but producers or directors, they would be like, zino faces zirudeo ku screen. We need new faces. So you're going to send off faces that are sort of like making a ground onto the screen, and then you bring new faces that will need time as much as the other faces took to sort of like make it. So my question would be, what's your criteria of choosing actors that you put in your feature films? And maybe within your friends, but Mikwano Joe, but producers and all that, like what is your criteria as producers to sort of like create that chain of picking actors that can make it like Nigerians?
Thank you so much. Kati echenjawulo mu Uganda, maybe I am the only one, maybe, I'm not sure about that, but I am the only one in a mentorship program for the last 18 years. Like in Peter someone new, najane mutendeka from scratch, then nafuka, star. That was my goal, okay? Katwine ekizibu nti waliwo twina power magic, kangereza ku power magic. Bw'obeera ne Siri negwa, power magic eyagala faces endala. Why? Because they think baagala bazimbe bo bali mu kuzimba industry, they need more actors, they need more sound, you know, guys and all that. Kati bo balina strategy yaabwe baagala abantu nga 5 oba 10, okay? Bwe tudda industry ate naffe twagala kirala. Like I felt bad bwe nalaba prestiging ewedde nga abazanyi tebazze mu series empya bakinkolako bwe namala okukola Mistakes Girls Do. Ne bagamba kati series endala gy'okola tuweeyo ku bazanyi abalala. Ne bagamba no, nze I'm creating stars. So bwe muba mwagala waka wange nze bazanyi bange bengenda osigala nga nkola ki nga ndeeta. But maybe because yali licensed banzikiriza. Era abazanyi abali mu Mistakes Girls Do ne bakomawo mu What If mukitaba. But olw'okuba tetulina bargaining power for now, tetulina competitor for now, tugenda sigala nga you know nga bakyatulinnyako. Banaatera tugamba nti nedda kati mukole olugero nga lwakino mukitegeera oba okitegeera. So tetulina bargaining power for now, but bwe kijja mu zino feature films zetulinako amaanyi twali twagala ozimba basita abo like 10 years back nekigaana olw'okuba nti abazanyi baffe baalina wasiwasi mungi bw'omuzimba n'afunayo just one award ng'afuuse sita ng'asanga omuntu ng'ayogera oluzungu lungi nga mugamba you know what kakati bw'okola bwoti n'okola bwoti n'okola n'oyawuza n'okola bwoti ogenda beera wakabi then n'asalawo n'akola ki n'agenda n'oyo bw'agenda n'oyo ate n'atamwongerayo kati n'abeera ng'omuzannyi ali desperate tasobola kuddayo eno ate n'eno tagenda maaso so kyava kuba nti abazannyi baali si bagumiikiriza that is why tulemeddwa ozimba ba stars but maybe bwe tunakitereeza tujja zimba ba stars mu bwangu. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you
so much. Let's give it up for Mr. Richard Mulindwa. Thank you so much, Papa, for educating us. Mulindwa speaks from the heart. Yet aina corners. Achikugambe engeri gye kirimu. Thank you so much, sir, for this. Now I'm going to invite Tico Pete. Is it Tico Pete? Please come. Tico Pete, who is going to invite the next artist, and then we have the last speaker, and we shall be calling it a night. Over to you, Tico Pete.
I love that you call me by my email. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Tracy Ikopit. I am a brand manager and show host, and it's been an absolute honor to be here today. I think the creative and film industry in Uganda is growing so much, and to be enriched by people such as Ella and directors of such an incredible caliber, it's so amazing to see. And I think it is my absolute honor to invite an artist called Amanda to serenade us. Come through, Amanda.
DJ. Yeah.
Hello, hi. My name is Amanda Moon. I'm a peer educator, Richer Hand Uganda. I'm a digital fellow, Sauti Plus Media, and I'm an upcoming artist. This is my first song. I hope you'll like it. Go easy on me. DJ.
Just for you, only you, my
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Let's give her another hand clap. That was so amazing. Amanda is a peer educator with Richard Uganda 2024. So lastly, but not least, this is going to take us 15 minutes. I beg for your cooperation. So we shall have a very good sound engineer tell us about sound for film. And also, just to let you know that there's another expert in the house, Isma. Isma, put up your hand. I don't know whether you have worked with Isma before. Yes, but you're also good with sound production. So just a word or two, and then we can have closing remarks from the CEO, and then we wrap it up. Over to you, sir.
Check. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Humphrey, for this opportunity that Sauti Plus has really initiated for us creatives. How many can say the creatives have reached a certain place in Uganda?
Over here.
10%, 20%, 50%, 80%, 5%. In other words, we've just moved just 5%. How many agree to this? Okay, again, 80%, 5%. So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Kasoma Tony. I work with Quad A as the head of academy. I've been in this field for over 18 years. I started out as a music producer, worked with a couple of artists, but then my journey ventured now into sound for film. So you have two things. You have sound for music, then you have sound for film. Sound for film is just something that is now peaking. We are doing well as far as music is concerned. At least we are somewhere. We are not yet at the level of Davido, yeah? But at least our music has reached a certain place. Right now, the task is for us to make it reach, the task is for us to make at least sound for film reach want it to be. Sometimes when people look down on sound a lot, it's not something that matters. The disadvantage of being the last speaker is that people start to enter diminishing returns. I'm seeing there are a lot of empty seats, but the aspect I'm speaking about is so important. Now, this is going out to the directors, Richard Mulindwa, to the producers, executive producers, to the technical crew. Sound is very important. Now, to those who have not yet experienced it, when you give your movie to, let's say you submit it to Netflix, or submit it to Amazon Prime, or submit it to a certain film festival, Durban, Zanzibar, etc. The first minutes, the first 5 minutes of your movie need to catch. They need to catch the judges. And the aspect they are looking at is not your picture. It's not the picture that they are looking at. It is your sound. Yeah? That's why we have just a few movies, if not none, on platforms like Amazon Prime, Netflix. You understand? So we really have work to do on this aspect. I'll keep this brief because most of the things Richard Mulindwa has talked about but I would just bring out a concern that is also on my heart, and this goes out to all creatives, is if you asked the creatives in the house right now, are you good at acting? We shall have hands up. If you ask the sound team, are you good at sound? Everyone is going to put their hands up, right? Are you good at makeup? We shall put our hands up. Now, if I ask the question, are we good at doing business? The no is a very big no. Now, that is one of the aspects that is still lacking among creatives. You give them how much? 200K? And they never show up again. You understand? So the creatives, we need to look at the business aspect of things. You're not just a creative, you're not just trading your craft, you're not just creating your craft for just, but you need to understand the business aspect of things. How do you sell yourself? How do you brand yourself? Yeah? So that is one aspect that I wanted to talk about. And lastly, because most of the things he has talked about, I just want to talk about sound production. Now that we know its importance, that the first 5 minutes of your movie are likely to be the thing that take your movie to Netflix, Amazon Prime, that's why you need to really invest in that. Now, there are 3 phases to production. We have the pre-production, we have production, and then we have audio post-production or post-production. Now, I'm speaking in terms of sound, yeah? So we have pre-production, production, and post-production. Now, most of the times, business, nothing starts without a business plan. You understand? In other words, planning, preparations, all these things are very crucial for you to have a successful end product. There's always this talk that goes around, we shall fix it in post. How many have heard that? The hands are many. We shall fix it in post. You get? I don't know whether it happens for the makeup people, where you do fake makeup, then you say, I will fix it in post, I will grade later. But this happens a lot when we are talking about sound. Yeah? And to the producers, to the directors, and also to the technical people. Pre-production is very important because now we have the script. We are holding a training. Last week we held a training with UCC, a workshop with UCC, and we were lucky that one of the producers showed up during the training. And the question that was asked him was, do you have sound people come during the pre-production, the script reading? How many sound people attend the script reading? Isma. He has attended one. How many movies has he worked on? How many movies have you worked on?
Okay, in simple terms, I've attended one script reading in 8 years as a sound person.
Yellow P.
It's because our production side, the producers and directors usually don't respect that. They think as sound, we can fix it. They don't know that it affects our when we don't go through such stages.
Producers, it's right, huh? Bino bitufu.
Maybe we shall give to Mulindwa.
Yes, let's go to...
He has all the answers.
I think it's either way because Isma, bwaba professional enough, asobola okugamba bw'oba mpadde ogwo omulimu nsooka, you know, I have to be in script reading. So si mulimu gwa producer yekka ne Isma nga ye. Era nyinza obutadda waggulu, but Humphrey, thank you so much. Tusaba kino ekintu ekyo because trust me, we have like 90% of Ugandan producers tebamanyi mugaso gwa sound. So oyinza n'okuba bw'oyogereramu bagumanyi, era tusaba mutuyambe mutuyambe mwongere emisomo gya sound. Thank you.
Isma badde akyagamba yeetaasa wali
ani
Isma yeetaasa.
Sikwetaasa, but he talked of that if I'm professional, I should ask for that. But when do you contact the sound people? In most cases, you can contact the cinematographer, the lights and set design months before. But then here you come to contact me 2 days to your shoot, or even just tonight, and then I have to be on your set the following morning. Do you expect me to do miracle?
Yeah, because I mean, for me to know the script, because Isma knows why he reads the script, yeah? You read the script so that you know, first of all, what gear will you carry? What scenes are you going to work with? You understand? So let's say we are going to shoot in Tanzania, and then Isma is contacted 2 days too. When will he have to prepare all his gear? You understand? So the sound people, the producers, the directors, this is a concern that now needs for us to work together. It's really about us working together. And like he has said, 90% of the producers don't know this. If I ask the question again, how many producers or directors do table reads? By show of hands. How many know what a table read is? We know what a table read is. How many actually do the table reads? The hands are few. So the pre-production process, we need to put more fire there. We need to pay more attention to the pre-production process, because then after that is when we come to the production. Isma goes to the field, starts to record, has all the recording done, then carries it forward to the post-production team. Now, post-production, don't expect post-production to do miracles. If Isma doesn't capture good dialogue on set, don't expect me to use artificial intelligence to mimic Ella's voice. Of course, now they are mimicking Mose Radio's voice. But we don't want to go that direction. Otherwise, Ella will go extinct. She will no longer be able to bring on her prowess. You understand? So, let's pay attention to pre-production. Let's pay attention to production. Isma, do your job at production. This is where I specialize the most. Audio post-production. Now, there are 5 elements here that we always look at. We have dialogue. We have Foley. How many know what Foley is? Nice. We have sound design. Now, most people usually confuse it. They say sound design is the whole aspect of the sound. But sound design is just one aspect, yeah? Sound design, when you look at, how many have been to Mars? To Mars. If you've been to Mars. But how many have watched Star Wars? So the people who acted Star Wars, did they go to Mars? So all those sounds there were designed. So you design the environment, yeah? So that's what a sound designer does. Then Foley direction. When I just pick this cup, of course on set, usually Isma is booming, yeah? The character. But you see the character is holding a cup and is placing it down, right? So Isma doesn't come and also capture the cup, right? So for us to hear the cup, because at the end you hear both the dialogue and the cup, right? So for us to capture the cup, we redo it in studio. And that act is what we call Foley, yeah? And who does that? Of course, that's the Foley artist. So it can be a male or it can be a female. Because sometimes when I'm walking footsteps, I'm not good with high heels. You get? So there will be a female Foley actor who is able to wear the high heels and walk one of the actors in the house. Yeah? So we have dialogue, we have Foley, we have special effects, all the sound design, yeah? And then we have what we call the ambience. If we all kept quiet right now, yeah? And listen. This place right now has its ambience. Those are the fans that we are hearing. We are hearing some bit of murmuring, which we usually call walla, yeah? So there is a murmuring that is happening. So that creates the ambience of this place. So if there was a restaurant scene, we would also have the ambience of the restaurant. Plates, people murmuring, conversation, yet you have. So all that is also done in post-production, yeah? So most people rely on the camera sound, but you see, camera sound is not cinematic. That's the word you need to mark. There's what we call cinematic sound. It's more enhanced sound, yeah? When you're watching Superman and the cloth, while he's walking, the foot is stamping real hard. That is all cinematic. It's meant to give you an experience. Yeah. So it's not good to rely on the camera sound. Then we have music, which everyone now, I think we all know, music. And then finally, there is one aspect which we call the final mix. So what the final mixer does is that he gets dialogue, he gets Foley, he gets backgrounds, he gets all the sound effects, he gets all the music, and tells a story with it. That's why on some scenes, the music is low. On other scenes, the music is loud. Have you noticed on action scenes, when there's an action scene, sound effects are loud, right? Music is loud, but the dialogue is quite low. Then when it is an intimate, let's say interior scene, two lovers are talking, the dialogue is loud, but the music is soft. So that is the purpose of the re-recording, to tell that story. Yeah? So those are the three stages: pre-production, production, and post-production. And in post-production, those are the 5 elements that we need to look at. Okay. So let's send our movies to Netflix, please. Yeah, just a word of encouragement to the creatives is this, and he has hinted on it, is let's persevere. We have the passion, yeah, but let us persevere. Let us continue learning, because what you knew then may not be relevant now, yeah? So let us continually evolve. Let us continually learn. Right now, AI is kicking out so many people, and AI is coming for the actors. You need to watch out. AI is coming for the script writers. So for you to stay relevant, you need to move faster than it. Yeah? Let's use it, let's work with it, but let us move faster than it. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Any questions? Yes, Malindo. The question is in the house.
So ojja kunsonyiwa nja kukozesa ku Luganda, Oluzungu silumanyi bulungi.
Yes, amanya nze kasoma.
Amanya gange nze Walter. Nja kusooka n'ekya omanyi industry giraba abantu abamu bwe bagiraba balowooza erina ssente nyingi, right? Naye terina. Abasinga Richard n'abatono bemanyiko babaddeyo from nothing to where we are. Kati oluusi we tujja okwagala okukola posti mu studio nga Code A, of course ayina Dolby Atmos okitegeera, however much standard ebeera stereo bakyagitwala right now buli omu, naye sente ze musaba Songs Avenue oba ani awaliwo TW something oba kale kaŋŋambe Humphrey, nze mbasobola za affordinga okitegeera. So njagala kubuuza before even we go far, so Code A you're taking the time nekola research about this type of industry, because olaba Richard ayinza okukola feature film n'emitwalo 4 najja n'omugamba nti posting enakukola emitwalo 3, nze nenkola ka short ka millions nga 23, nojja n'ogamba oyaga million 18 okukola audio post. Ne remember sente Steve Markovich zaabawadde oba something guy we Nigeria, nze sola za affordinga. So njagala kubuuza ekibuuzo, are there those initiatives oba kye tuyitanga sales n'ogamba guno omwaka tugenda noonyayo short films 5 ennungi tuziwe ku half price oba ku 60%, because olaba trust me, bwenajja ne short film nga ngikoze bulungi n'ogamba nkube million 10 sigenda za affordinga, but olaba million 10 ezo ngenda zikwata ngende Nairobi bankolere ku kitundu kyazo ate nkomewo nga nfunye ekyonsabye okitegeera, oba si kyofa abayaya abagezigezi ngenda zikwata ngende Berlin ku University of Berlin nonye ba student abasomye sound bamalize firimu yange nga spendize even less. So nze kyensaba njagala nnyo okukolako ne Code A, but ntya because budget eyo sobola gya affordinga, ate n'ekirala wenzija n'ongamba oyagala stake mu firimu yange ya 25%, ebyo atamanyi firimu atakola firimu yasobola byogera nagamba ngikuwadde, because nyinza ogenda mu festival Canal Plus negula firimu yange oba Lemi Citizen Plus oba distributor yenna, so kasita agigula bwati tuba tuzeeyo ku table ng'ogenda twalako kati nange kati okitegeera. So njagala otuwe ku othrowingemu light on that. How can we work with you guys nga mutukolera ku budget eziri affordable, because no one can afford million 18 or even 30 for just doing post. Sijagamba kigambo just, but for doing audio post for a short film okitegeera.
Okay, just to answer him is this the feeling across? There is a strong yes. Yeah, Ojaga Chigata, okay.
Thank you so much. Still, Walter kyabuuziza kyembadde ngenda kyennyini okwogerako but njala kyongerezaako. Walter tabaddeewo ndowooza for the last 10 years, but asobodde okutegeera nti Quad A oba oli very expensive eseera. I wish era nsaba sigenda nakubuuza nsaba busabe olw'okuba nti tulina abantu bangi abatannaba kutegeera omugaso gwa audio in Uganda. I wish Quad A, because at least abamu tumanyi kyemukola, you know, kyakabi nze mwankolerako 94 tera naye bwe ngiteeka mu sinema ne njiwulira bwenti ngamba ate nga mwakola just katonotono awo. Mbadde nsaba mututeerewo ka budgeti nga ak'Abannayuganda. Thank you Amfule. Nga bonoga nti omuyindi atunda ebintu bingi ku ssente ntono naye n'akibalira wali mu bungi. Mbadde nsaba tuve wano wakiri nga tuzeeyo nga tusanyuse nti omukulu naawe okkiriza oba ojja kukkiriza tusuubira kubanga tubeetaaga nnyo. Omuntu bw'anaalaba firimu ya Walter oba eyange nga sound mulungi naye ajja kuyigirawo agambe naye mwe sound mukola mutya, n'abatamanyi bayigire okwo. Ati si mutuwe emyaka nga 3 nga mutukolera kasente akawansi. Naleetako firimu yange ne bansaba $3,000,000 n'ekituufu nali ngitadde $2,800,000 naye bansaba $3,000,000 ogikola audio ate nga ngamba mulindwa nkukoleranga ggwe.
Church too. I think this cry has been on for quite some time, and of course I won't go deep, but the management at Quad A has really considered that, and it has placed, yeah. Of course, it's more of creating packages for this industry. Now that we've studied the industry, we are looking into creating packages for even the lower people. But what we are working towards more is for us to be able to, because now there is the business aspect of things, yeah? Because I don't know how much an ARI would be, but for me to create the sound that goes to Netflix, there's a lot of, if I'm to speak of the gear that I'm likely to buy, I don't know whether Isma is here. How much is your sound device? Yes. $4,000. This is used, right? $4,000. So to him, that is like an ARI, to the video guys. You understand? So there is an investment that he does, and he needs to recoup that. You get? So what you're now recording the sound kusente etono, chizo munyigam. But also, I love the fact that tuchitunudemu into industry lichi virgin, right? It is just growing, yeah? So we are creating packages that are going to be able to support even people with the lower budgets. Kaso kenchireka ndiko camera.
Okay.
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, one last one as we close this.
After you know you've messed up, because we had a film and the scenes were too dark, so we had a light that was a 2K, but it was so noisy, and we had to make an instant decision on whether we're going to have that buzzing sound in our audio or we're going to have bad picture. And obviously, we went for having it in sound with the idea of fixing it with a denoiser, what. But the first day of editing, we realized our mistake. So my question is, when you've reached that stage, do you use the denoiser and just have your audio a bit muffy, or do you just have an ambience of the buzzing sound? Because the film was okay until we went to watch it in the cinema and we're like, okay, yeah, we made the wrong choice. So how...
Is it going to Netflix?
No, but that's the idea.
That's the idea?
Yeah.
I would suggest that you record ADR for it.
ADR.
Yeah, that's the punishment you have to have.
No
you need to record ADR. So if to the sound guys, please don't cause the producers to have extra costs, because everyone knows how much ADR is likely to hurt. Ella does her beautiful performance on set. Now she has to redo it again. Now, you do not know the mood on set vis-a-vis the mood in studio. You get. Yet we have to pull off the performance. So automated dialogue replacement is not a good thing. It is there to punish those who have not taken care of the pre-production, the production and post-production stages. So for you, just do ADR. If you rely on tools like denoisers, you're going to kill the intelligibility of your sound, yeah? So don't rely on them.
Yes. Okay, we have 2 last questions. Chamba, Stella, and then Isma.
Thank you, Herman. So my question here, and it goes to all the filmmakers here, Rehema, Stella, Mr. Mulindwa, and my boss here.
Yes, sir.
What, you guys all speak like you're very experienced, you've had the time, you've had the years to build your craft and perfect your craft and hone it. It's that I feel like there are so many young people out there who want to do these things and want to do what you do. But, for example, can I ask you a quick question? Where did you learn sound production?
Interesting.
Don't be shy.
Abe.
It's a follow-up question.
I'm a YouTuber.
Olimba. You're serious?
Yeah. So much of my craft has been coming from self-teaching. Self-teaching. I've taught myself this. I've relied on YouTube to the point that I wouldn't advise people to rely on YouTube. Yeah, because you see, YouTube is not a structured program. YouTube is Tony coming and telling you, I use this mic, I use this mic, I use this mic. Then you also go buy a $4,000 mic and use that mic and use that mic and use that mic. But in the end, you're not satisfied. So I would advise that you go after structured courses. So in 2019, I took a course in film skills, from Film Skills, because now I needed to structure the knowledge that I have. It was so scattered, yeah? So I needed to structure it and then make sure it is organized knowledge. And then I built off that, yeah. And we are holding in programs. Where is Timothy? Timothy is under a program with us at Quad A. Isma and Barnabas were with us during the UCC workshop. So the goal here is to make sure that we create structured programs. In August, we shall be holding one in Sound for Film. So make sure you reach out, and then we have such a course, yeah.
So anyway, the gist of my point was, and I think you've spoken to it for a bit, of do you have opportunities for young people with all these passions to come and learn from you? Because Mr. Molindo was saying, 30 million shillings for post-production and whatnot, but there are some young people out there who all they have is a smartphone. And they have all this passion. And so what I was saying was, do you have these opportunities for young people to come and learn?
Very much so. He can testify. Because I have 10 people under me right now, running for 3 months. This is going to be, in July, it will be their last. I was with Icon Fellowship. People from the Icon Fellowship? Yeah. Yeah, yes. So I was with them at the Icon Fellowship. I was with them for UCC. Yeah. So these initiatives are actually happening.
So anyway, my takeaway from all this, what I'll just say is that let's create more opportunities for young people to learn. As Sauti and Reach a Hand, we have these opportunities and whatnot, but we need more. If we want more of our stories to be told, we want more of our craft to be perfected and improved and made like professional and whatnot, move here, Jamuli, you as the professionals, and make these platforms known, like make noise about them. Right?
Exactly. That is what is happening. And also to just to add to his point, how many actors have mentors? If you're an actor and you mentor, you have people under you.
Oh, well,
Tuchari. Yes, hello.
Yes, I wanted to, he sort of asked it. I was asking about your programs, and I was going to ask that you have one specifically for women, like we're just girls. Let's learn sound and how our minds work and how we like to pace ourselves as we learn. Do you have a program specially like crafted for women in film?
There is a program that we had started in March, and actually the target was mostly women. But now we've come to realize that, I don't know, maybe from this meeting, the ladies in the house will tell us, is audio engineering a thing for the ladies? Yeah?
We would like to know, as future directors, producers,
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Okay, I think in this industry now, it helps to be well-rounded. Even as an actress, if you're aware of what you're doing when you're doing it, you'll produce better for whatever production company you're working with.
Come again?
I feel that we need to be well-rounded as actors, directors, producers, like you said.
Yes.
So, no, it's not just a male-dominated thing, but I think we as women need to be pushed into learning what that means for our craft.
Okay. I think that that message is going to the ladies in the house, right?
Yes, and you as Quad A.
Yeah, because the program is there and we need the ladies to be on board. But we get disappointed that out of 10 people, only one lady will show up. You get? But these opportunities are there. The team right now, they are 10, and they are all gents. You understand? So I believe the ladies now need to just take it up, go aggressive on this. But the opportunities, the doors are open with Kwade. Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you. If there is no other question.
Okay, one last question from the fellow sound
engineers
expert, and that is Isma. We have other delegates from Motive.
Thank you. This is more like a plea to the producers and directors that for a while in the Ugandan film industry, sound has been underlooked to a point that directors care more about what brand of camera am I using. But do you ever mind about what gadget is going to correct your sound? Because it affects. To Mr. Mrindo, what you are talking about, Quad here having meaningful budgets for all quotations for filmmakers. But I've come to realize that as producers, you usually actually don't think about the sound budget. Can you also start thinking about that? And not ambushing us as sound guys at like 8 p.m. You're calling me. Are you able to come? How will I know what kind of microphones I need to use? Because that matters. How will I know how your locations are sounding for me to prepare for that? Your story, what is it about? Because you're going to give me a story that is in the early years, like in the 90s. There are certain things that I need to look out for. That's one of the things. And to the crew, sometimes you fellow crew members tend to undermine the audio department. Because you're a camera operator, you're just putting there your frame. You're just placing your lights, not realizing that the way you've positioned your light, it's going to affect the sound guy. In what way? The shadows are there. Your big frame is affecting the quality of the capture. So that's one of the requests to crew and producers. Thank you.
Sorry, this was one question. My name is Joseph Banner. And also, the reason we raised the hand, I think we had the same mind. We just whispered to each other. And I said, if Quad A gives you subsidized prices, it's not sustainable. How many people can they subsidize for? Because audio post-production is a thing that takes time. It's not something you think you'll go 3 days or you will work on 4 films in 1 month. It's impossible. But how can you support the industry so that it's able to support, or like to grow? More numbers of sound engineers, and I think that's what Quad A is doing more trainings. That's a good thing. But also, if you find some of those students that have been under mentorship, how are you treating them? How soon are you engaging them on your production? The earlier you do, the better results you will get. And also, pay them their worth. And also, what is happening is people think only one person is going to be in the post-production. One person cannot do it alone. If you really want great results, like Tony said, it's many people. There's one person handling Foley, there's another person composing music, there's a person doing sound effects. It's a team. And so if you come to audio post-production as your last thing that you think about after editing, obviously, I mean, that's why you go into post-production without a budget. Every time we have people coming for post-production, the first excuse they have, I don't have money. And every time someone comes to you, that's the thing you expect. But why don't they have the money? Because they did not think about this particular activity. Yet it's one of the most important things that is going to make your film very successful. So thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, as you summarize, sir, over to you.
Yeah, I think we've listened to all things. The thing is that when the producers, directors, you're discussing the business angle of things, talking to the stakeholders, while you're budgeting for actors, cameras, and all that, remember sound. Because it's going to make your movie. Remember, always at the back of your head, remember those first 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony, for giving us those remarks and also giving us that knowledge. Let's clap for him one more time. Tony, what these people are saying is that sometimes post-production for sound is very expensive. Yes? But I also understand the equipment to do that very sound is also very expensive. But the way Mulindwa has said, olusi mutukwatakwatira munyo mu kabudget ako. Ne tukola film nekola ki? Negwa. Okay? So, yes.
Naye Mulindwa waleeta movie nga tulina gikwatira mazzi. Amanye nti eyo mike okugifuna.
Mulindwa, let's assume, yes, nga si ya mazzi akasente osalako. Tujja kwogera. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tony, for giving us that knowledge. And I think today we have learned so much from different experts over here. So, before I go any further, this has drawn us now to the end of this very takeover that we had with our partners. Sauti, of course, Reach a Hand, Motive, 7up, and Aquafina. But don't forget, the setup was done by Sauti. And we do all these kinds of experientials. We do film production, branding, partnerships, and everything. So Sauti has done this. Please clap for Sauti. Okay, without going very far, I'm going to take this opportunity now to welcome the CEO, the founder of Sauti Plus Media Hub to give us the closing remarks, and we can call it a night.
Yeah, where are the cameras? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone who's here. Thank you, thank you. My closing remarks is basically to say thank you so much to our speakers. Thank you so much for our partnership with Motive. Thank you to all that have come, and also thank you to all that are here with us up to this time. We really appreciate you. For us, today is our first takeover in terms of investing in the creative industry. Because one of the things we have realized is about sharing knowledge, it's about connecting, it's about networking. And we have decided that this is going to be taking place every quarter of the year. So in a year, we shall be having 4 quarters of this takeover. One of the lessons learned today is that the next one we shall start a little bit earlier, so that maybe by this time people are a little bit dangling and dancing and networking. So whatever that has not happened right today, we say sorry about that. It's a learning experience, because without you guys, then we wouldn't have had these lessons that we are able to learn. But also I'd love to thank our speakers that have spoke to us tonight. There's so much that we have learned from them, and there's so much that is showing that our industry is moving the right direction, and also we're heading there and we shall get there. Also, some of announcements that we want to make. As Sauti Plus and partners, and the partners I mean you, we're already working with Richard Mlindwa, working on a streaming platform that is only Ugandan films. So we shall be approaching to you as producers if we can negotiate and be able to take up some of your product. We are now working with some partners that were brought on board that are going to be licensing some of our films on an affordable price that we can all afford.
Let's clap for that, people.
And also we hope that in the next takeover, let's say around September, October, we shall be launching that platform for us, the Ugandans in the diaspora, to go on that platform and only access Ugandan films. And this has been done out of the inspiration that Netflix or Amazon Prime will take time to come to look at our Ugandan content. And that's a fact, because our consumability of us consuming content on these platforms is still into 0.00 something. So it will take time. However much you're going to invest in good sound, invest in good cameras, I know, and this is for the fact, many of us who are shooting films, we are shooting standards of Netflix. And Ugandans, we have done that well. But is Netflix looking at your standards? No. I have taken Chadala to Netflix, Sabotage, When You Become Me. I can even read to you the notice they give me. Some of those distributors in Nigeria, oh, they love criticizing Ugandan film. And the only remark they're going to put, yeah, subjected for streaming. But it will never stream. Because when it gets to Netherlands, they're going to say, what's our market in Uganda? Sorry, it is still low. One of the things I've picked up, especially from what Mrindo has said, us as filmmakers in this room, we have to learn one thing: collaboration. Let's collaborate. He has elaborated very well. If Pearl Magic is coming to take your content, they're coming to take your own copy, they're coming to buy you out and take all of you, and they'll leave you with nothing. And that's the fact. But on the other hand, the investment they are making in the industry, it is growing our industry. But as they are doing that, what are they leaving with us? What they can live with us is the power of collaboration. So if you're pitching your story, let me say Chadala, you want Pearl Magic to license it, move with Mulindwa, move with my friend Walter, right? Walter, go there as collective at 3 media houses to pitch. Even if they're going to take their product away from you, they're going to live with you expertise. They're going to leave this industry grown, and we're able to create our own products. Let us stop being selfish filmmakers. We love moving alone in those doors because of what? Of money. That money is going to come 1 or 2, 3 years, and the season finale will have a wrap up, and they will leave you with nothing. So let's collaborate together, because that's what we only have as filmmakers. Let's not be selfish. Let's love one another. Let's build one another. So this space that we have created is not for me, but it's for all of us to meet. We're going to be approaching, in fact, I was discussing with Mlindwa the other day in the boardroom. I'm like, Timatu Sere, we're going to come to you. And the issue is going to be like a bargain, like how musicians bargain. You either perform or you don't perform. Perform. Are you taking it? Yes. Are you not taking it? I'm not taking it. So it's about you. But at the end of the day, if you see us prospering, support us by being ambassadors. Because once this platform grows, that means the income generated is going to still come back to you. And I've seen it work in small economies when it comes to the film industry, and they've been able to support one another. So let's not create films because of awards. Let's create films because we want to create an impact in our industry. So that's what I want to tell you. We have a big vision that we are following, but this big vision can be only achieved with your support. As Sauti Media Hub, we're not looking at only a streaming platform. We're looking at building proper studios in terms of warehousing, and those are some of the things that we are heading to our partners, to our investors, that we feel can invest in our industry. We're looking at, yes, supporting on the training programs that we have, like these ones, creating more spaces for filmmakers to come and dialogue and think about their industry on how we can move it forward. Yes, we've been crucifying Tony here. They're very expensive, by the way, at Quad. But this kind of platform can as well inform them that, guys, your markets are too high. Start looking at us, the Ugandans. Because at the end of the day, it's us who are going to produce more films, more whatever, and we need quality sound. So have a red card for your nationals, for your filmmakers, knowing that many of us sacrifice small amounts of money to put into our film, and we cannot come for post-production. It's equivalent to the money you've put into production. It happens. But they will never know if we don't have platforms like these ones. Let us dream big, but also we act on reality. We have done amazing, but we can only move forward if we all work together. And this is the beginning of that working together, and I would love to thank you so much to those that are still here with us for giving us time. Thanks to the Richer Hand team, the Sauti Plus team, to our partners, Motive, that has hosted us today, and we know that this is going to really continue. Thanks to Ivan Baz Events that has made sure that it moves with us this direction up to now. So guys, enjoy the night. The drinks are already done, but we only have music. But let me talk. Jerome, are you sponsoring us tonight? Or? I'm just asking. Yes, sir. Sorry? A little bit, okay. Thank you so much. So thank you so much. Have a good night, and let's network, let's dialogue. The DJ, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
I don't